Donald Jacobs was an amazing man, and I also think he was very misunderstood by the media and people at large. I think it's only people who really know him, or knew him rather, that can appreciate what he was like. He moved you. When I think of Donald, I become very emotional, very touched, and I now think on a more three-dimensional level towards life. Before, I think I was trapped, like we all are, by the constraints of life, and he opened my eyes, and I think he made my life a much better place. If there's one thing I can say, it's thank you, Donald.
My baby loves me. Yeah, my baby, oh, he cares for me. He knows what I'm thinking. Yeah, he knows everything. Don't say a word, don't make a sound. I'm waiting for him to come around. And baby, I missed you when you're gone, please stay. Babe, don't make me wait too long, please stay. My man, I love him. Makes me breakfast while I'm stirring. He knows what I'm needing, and he can do anything. I know you're my friend, so please understand. I will see you soon, but tonight we got plans. He won't let on, he won't make a sound. I can't wait for him to come around. And baby, I miss you when you're gone, please stay. Babe, don't make me wait too long, please stay. My boy, he loves me, keeps surprising me every day. He could send me flowers, he doesn't have to do anything. He's got the right suit, he's got the right eyes. He's my perfect man without even trying. He sent me a card, it ain't that profound, but I can't wait for him to come around. And baby, I miss you when you're gone, please stay.
Make her eggs for breakfast. She likes them boiled, hard as concrete. No, thank you.
Too long, please stay. Baby, I'll miss you when you're gone, please stay. Baby, don't make me wait too long, please stay.
Hello? No, a simple silver band. He's a very uncomplicated person. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. Colin.
Callum, how are you?
Good.
Hi,
Yes,
there.
good to see you.
Hi, I'm on draft 12 of my love
bag.
letter to Tracy.
Right.
It's here it is.
Love letter, good. I don't have much time. Right.
Okay, I put the bit in. I put the bit in about the hairy
Hold that
nipples.
for a moment for me. Hairy nipples?
Yes, she has a hairy nipple.
I think perhaps what we should do, Colin, is maybe redraft small sections of your otherwise perfect letter. And what we'll do, if you pay attention here, is that what's the name? Tracy.
Tracy.
Yes. How do we spell Tracy?
Tracy.
Okay. Excellent. Perhaps something like this. Yeah,
That's much better.
It's a little more subtle, perhaps, than some of the very good ideas that you had, but a little more subtle.
Thanks,
so,
Callum.
Don't touch me, please. Thank you. Yes, so that'll be 2 dozen white roses to the name of Carl Hooper, and I'll get you the address. Hold on. Okay, he's recently moved house. Bear with me a moment, just a moment, and I will find you the address. I have it in here somewhere. He gave me updated. Yes, white roses. Try and make sure they're of a uniform size. If you can, it's far more effective that way. 2 dozen. Yeah. Hold on. All right. Yes. I'm gonna have to call you back, okay? Yeah. Bye.
Good morning, Cupid's Arrow, how can I help you? Good morning, Cupid's Arrow, how can I help you? Well, we don't really provide that sort of service, so I suggest Right, I'm sorry, it's satisfied today, but unfortunately, if there's a problem, morning, Cupid's Arrow. Too fucking off, can't believe it. Gentlemen, right here. Gold hanging, as always.
Everything okay, Callum?
Fine. Yes. Thanks. Tina, may I just say you're looking radiant this morning.
Mr. Pepper wants to see you.
Sorry?
Now!
Hello, Cupid's Arrow. Hello, Cupid's Arrow.
I don't know what to say or what to do or... How long has... No. Don't answer that. I don't think I want to know. How long has this been going on for?
You have to believe me, Mr. Pepper, when I say that this has nothing to do with me.
It was found on your computer,
Yes,
at
but-
your workstation.
Yes,
If it hadn't got past the firewall and infected the company server, you could have gone on for years downloading this filth, and we'd be none the wiser. But like all of you lot, you got greedy.
It was an attachment on an email. With hindsight, I know I shouldn't have opened it, but hindsight, it's always
How long
20...
have you worked here, Callum?
Over 6 years, Mr. Pepper.
And you've always been a hard-working, loyal employee. We've never had reason to worry about you. You come in early, you go home late. You've only had 12 sick days in 6 years. I can't remember the last time you took any holiday. You work overtime without complaining. Always buy the milk for the staff room. And we all know how much you work outside office hours. Now, this.
It was an error on my part, and I can assure you, Mr. Pepper, it won't happen again.
I know.
Won't happen ever.
Some people think about business as just an appendage to this industry, but it is not. We are a respected company. I have to make an example of you, Callum, or the rest of the staff will think it is fine to log on to the net and download. If this was kiddie stuff, I'd have to report you to the police. But, as it is normal, if you can call it normal, it is left in my hands to deal with the situation.
What are you saying?
What do you think of my life in a box? Does it add up to the person you know who likes to keep you laughing, who likes to keep you laughing? Might not hold what I need, might not hold what I want. Does it matter? Buy some smokes to something. Don't save it for another day. Don't save it for another day. Don't save it for another day. Change, change, change. Won't you help me?
Hello? Yes. Yes. I booked the table for 7:30. Order white wine and make sure you don't eat anything with garlic. She hates garlic breath. Okay.
Likes to keep you laughing. Likes to keep you. Might not hold what I need. Might not hold what I want. Doesn't matter. Buy some smokes, do something. Don't save it for another day. Don't save it for another day. Don't save it for another day. Change, change, change.
We just bought these hot dogs from a van.
One of those vans that's like an ice cream van, but sells hot dogs and burgers and chips.
Who's telling the story, Trace?
Bother, Kylie.
Anyway, my hot dog was fine, but after Trace had eaten hers, she started to get this really bad stomachache. Like, you know what I mean?
Like I was being knifed in the side.
Like, you know how that feels.
I'm telling you, that's what it felt like. Like I was dying.
And anyway, this nutter jumps out, holding a lamp and riding a chair, and tells Trace to take this potion.
Like he was out of Lord of the Rings or something.
So she takes it, because she's in pain, right? And after she drinks it, she's fine.
Like magic.
Yeah.
I think it was like a Rennie.
Shut up!
Depressing, isn't it?
Yes, I guess it is. I guess it is.
Is that a light I can smell? God, you smoke like a professional.
Thank you.
You haven't possibly got a spare, have you?
Last one, I'm afraid. You can have a drag if you need it.
Neither. God, I long for it. Thanks.
Not a problem.
I gave up 6 months ago, but sometimes the tension builds up so much. All that want and need. God, I just have to have one.
To be honest, I've never smoked before in my life. Well, once when I was 12, but that doesn't count. It's just, today has been one of those days when I thought buying a pack of cigarettes seemed like the right thing to do.
I'm the same with sex. You're not comfortable talking about sex?
Talking about it? Fine.
I can last 2 weeks, maybe 3 at a push without sex. But then the need just overwhelms me, consumes me. God, I just have to have it.
I see.
Not like that.
Not like what?
I know what you're thinking.
Huh?
You think I'm some kind of nympho?
No. You're a Rubik's Cube person.
I'm a what?
Hear me out. I bet when you first get a Rubik's Cube, right, you're fascinated. You play with it for hours, twisting it this way and that. Until one day, you complete a side, maybe the green one. And it's the happiest day of your life. You run around, showing all your friends, smug with your achievement. Then, the next day, you try and complete another side, perhaps the yellow one. But every time you twist a row, your perfect green side is changed. A red or a blue square slips in. And now when people ask you how you're progressing with your Rubik's Cube, you quickly change the subject. Or you even pretend you never had one in the first place. You sit down one last time to try and desperately salvage the puzzle, but end up twisting and turning it so much that your once proud green side is now a multicolored mess. You shove it at the back of a cupboard and never speak of it again.
That made absolutely no sense, whilst at the same time being one of the most sensible things I've ever heard.
It's my job. Or at least it was my job.
What was your job? I thought that was your last one.
That was before I knew you. Intimately.
God, sounds like speech time. Are you coming back in?
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first speaker this afternoon is Daniel Stark. Daniel Stark.
Donald.
Donald, Donald, Donald. Donald! No. I guess he must really be dead then. For a while after I first heard that Donald was a goner, I say heard, because no fucker bothered to tell me. I apologize in advance for those of you with sensitive ears, but this unrehearsed speech is likely to be peppered with expletives and many references to female genitals. What was I dribbling on about? Oh yes, Donald, absent due to being dead. Do you know how I found out? It's a fucking invite to the funeral. There's no tearful phone calls or choked up letters, just a hope you can attend invite. Like I hadn't known the bastard all my fucking life. I'm sorry. I digress. Donald, as you are all aware, was mad. Those of you who want an edited for television, soft lighting, Vaseline on the lens version of the dear departed, then go find that poof de vicar who delivered that fabrication of bollocks he called a eulogy. No beating about the bush with me. It's the plain, cold truth. No one, not even me, his bestest friend in all the whole fucking world, fucking invite like it was a party or something. No one can remember the first signs of Donald's impending madness, but everyone remembers the first time that Donald took his steed out for a gallop.
What? Who and why have you been sent into my life?
Is that you, Callum?
James.
I did it. I did it. I finally did it.
What, James? What? Stop talking in exclamation marks and tell me what's going on.
I dumped her. I chucked Anna.
Anna?
Yep.
Anna, designer Anna.
Yes.
Anna, the best thing that's ever happened to you, Anna.
Yeah.
James, have you been speaking to Greg?
Anna. I love Anna. She's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah, fuck that. Is she a good shag?
No. I came to this decision all by myself.
So why are you calling me?
To tell you that I made a decision.
Yeah, all by yourself. Yes, soon you'll be able to walk and talk at the same time. Evolution is an incredible thing.
I don't need this, Callum. I don't need your approval on all my relationships. Anna was becoming... The whole thing was really...
Suffocating?
You're being suffocated.
Yeah.
And you've been spending too much time with her and...
Not enough time down the pub drinking with me.
Right?
Well...
James, who are you going out with, Greg or Anna?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit. Oh, bollocks. What have I done? What have I done? Anna was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Okay, calm, James, calm. Come on, breathe with me, breathe. I'm sorry, this is kind of a delicate phone call.
And you're conducting it in the ladies.
Sorry, I won't be more than a couple of minutes, okay?
That's okay, I can wait.
Do you mind?
No, not at all.
James, are you still there?
Of course I'm still here, just because I'm still breathing, I'm just... She was the only one to put up with my Phil Collins collection, Callum.
Okay, James, damage control. How did you break the unhappy news? No.
Yep.
No.
That's right, mate. Quick and painless, like living off a plaster.
Okay, here's what you do. First, you never go drinking with Greg again.
What good will that do? She didn't even mind my mild attraction to the Queen.
Second, next time you see Anna, tell her.
Somebody stole my mobile last night in the pub.
She won't believe you.
Bollocks!
Whoever stole my mobile sent this fucking text message to everybody on the phone.
Best not to swear.
Whoever stole my mobile sent this text message to everybody on the phone.
She'll soften, but still won't believe you.
Bollocks.
Put on your best innocent face. A little less sorry. Then delicately say,
You can check if you don't believe me.
You'll wait patiently for a few minutes, and once she's phoned some of her friends, she'll... That's your window in. There'll still be lots of work to do after that, but at least you won't be broken up. Yes, yes. No, that's fine. Look, I'll talk to you later, James, okay? Okay, bye.
If you think that'll work, this Anna must be as sharp as a snooker ball.
Anna is far too trusting. She's one of those people who'll believe anything you say if you say it with enough honesty. Usually works against her, but this time it might help fix a situation that doesn't need to be broken.
She's better off on her own, you know.
Rubbish! Anna has had 5 relationships. The first 2 were young love. The third lasted for 2 years until he ran off with her mother. The fourth was more a prison sentence than a relationship. And James, though prone to the occasional bout of peer pressure, is her soulmate.
Soulmate? Look, Mr. Yin Yang, people don't need other people to make themselves complete.
It's Callum, actually, and you're wrong. You're wrong. Love bonds people together. Life is all about searching for that perfect someone.
Now, my point is, Callum, that love is out of control. It's dangerous and indiscriminate. Love is an unguided missile that doesn't care who it takes out.
No. Love is... It's just not.
Of course not.
Hello? Yes, it's true. What? Yes, I have been fired. But no, it's not the end of the world. Yes, look. Yes, of course, I'm always here for you. Yes. How are you and Peter? Okay.
Have I ever told you about when I first noticed you?
Countless times when I came in to get that filling redone.
Right quadrant, second molar. No, it was before that. I was drinking in the Dog and Duck and you came in. You must have been heading into town because you were dressed up and with Polly Crookshank, 5 fillings and 3 cap teeth. You wore your hair tied back and a little black dress and your eyes. You have siren's eyes, Hannah. You had a couple and then threw a drink over Frank Reed. He has terrible teeth, orthodontist nightmare. After that night, I couldn't stop thinking about you.
That was my 18th birthday. Sweet, if a little creepy.
You have probably the finest set of incisors I've ever seen.
Nice. Usually men just say great tits.
Hannah, I have something to confess to you.
You're secretly married to a Chinese princess?
No, the truth is, there's nothing wrong with your teeth.
What do you mean?
What I mean is, all your treatments, the fillings, the root canals, the braces, well, you never needed them.
What?
You brush your teeth after every meal, and I think you're the only person in this village who knows how to floss. None of your teeth were even slightly out of line, and even your wisdom teeth came through without a hitch.
But you make me come in every week.
I know.
You told me if I didn't look after my teeth problems now, I'd be in dentures before I was 30.
I lied.
But you're a
I needed to see you. And I love you, and that superseded my Hippocratic oath.
Dave, you're a dentist, not a doctor.
Well, I still have a personal oath to all my patients, an oath to give them treatment which is required, which is needed. With you, I made up everything.
Why are you telling me this, Dave? Why are you telling me this now?
We're about to cross a very dangerous line. And once we have, there's no turning back. From this moment on, complete honesty.
Okay. Complete honesty.
I love you.
I know.
Ready?
Let's get this over with.
Is that your little black book?
This? No, this is my, little black book. But not in the way you're thinking.
I love you. We've only just met and already you know what I'm thinking.
No, that's not what I meant. It's just,
Well, hello. Who is this gorgeous streak of loveliness you're keeping to yourself, JJ?
JJ?
Sorry, I forgot with all that talk of sex. Julia Jacobs, and this is my brother Marcus.
Oh, he's delightful. On such wonderful cuticles. Can we keep him?
Oh, Marcus, behave.
So, how do you two know the deceased?
The old bastard was our dad.
And you? How do you know, old man?
Oh, well, know is perhaps too strong a word. More sort of, knew of, really.
You're not a reporter, are you?
No.
After his death, there were a lot of lies and stories printed in the tabloids, forcing us to keep Dad's funeral very low-key to avoid attracting attention from the likes of you.
But I'm not a journalist. I'm a...
Callum's a designer for Glazer and Gondry. His best work was on the Fuzz Away campaign, but to my mind, he really earned his stripes on the Cleany Wipes ad. You remember that, don't you? If you've got a mess that's causing you strife, get rid of them with new Cleany Wipes. It was an instant classic.
And you are?
Hannah Wells. I worked for your father. I'm sorry for your loss.
Whatever. Sorry, Callum. I can't apologise enough. Can you ever forgive me?
No, really, it's me who should be apologising. I mean, this must be a very difficult day for you.
Right? Oh, right, sure. I need a drink. Can I get you one as well?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Parched, thanks for not asking. Would you like a tissue for your drool?
Sorry?
Okay. What for? Saving your arse?
Yes, my arse, thanks you.
Try to fit in.
Right.
So what's your story? Did you wander in thinking this was a Reservoir Dogs convention?
It was a misunderstanding. JJ just assumed that I was...
JJ now, is it? You two on nickname terms, literally nailed you to the wall.
I don't understand.
Oh, but it's all right. You don't have to explain. I'm sure women like JJ have men following them everywhere. You were just the unlucky one to choose the day of my father's funeral.
You knew him then?
Well, Donald Jacobs. He was my boss for 2 years. You see, unlike you, I am a designer for the Glazer and Gondry.
So why were all those reporters after him?
Where have you been for the last 3 months? Don't you read the papers?
Only the personals.
Or are you desperately seeking?
It was just for business. At least it used to be.
The plot thickens to double cream.
Now, a few words from Gloria Musgrove.
Is that a call or a rampant rabbit?
Hello? Carl? Yes. Yeah,
No, of course I haven't forgotten. I sent the flowers this morning. Yes, it's true, I have been fired. But there's nothing to worry about. But that's not worrying, Carl. That's getting hysterical.
I've been asked, on behalf of Glazier and Gondry, the company Mr. Jacobs worked for tirelessly for over 30 years, to say a few words. Donald Jacobs was not mad. I was Mr. Jacobs' secretary for 5 years. I was with him in his final moments. And he was as clear-minded then as he was the first day he showed me around the office. His actions in his last few weeks will, unfortunately, be the only part of his long life people will remember. And Mr. Jacobs knew this more than anyone.
Who is this man? We all know the legend, the urban myth, but who was the man behind the dustbin?
Very peculiar, very strange indeed. For all my years, from Bobby plodding the beat to Chief Inspector behind a mahogany desk, I never heard of anything like it.
I know he doesn't look much like a knight. Dressed up in that weird armour, looks more like a branch of Office World or something.
This nutter jumps out, holding a lamp and riding a chair, and tells Trace to take this potion.
Like he was out of Lord of the Rings or something.
Donald Jacobs truly believed he was Sir John Greystone. You have to respect that level of fandom.
All we have left of this would-be hero is amateur video footage and timeless stories which will be handed down from generation to generation like Chinese whispers. In this program, we will try and discover the fact behind the fiction as told by those whose lives he touched. The most well-recorded Donald Jacobs incident occurred at a book signing by esteemed author and creator of the Sir John Greystone Chronicles, Terry Adams.
I've been writing the Sir John Greystone Chronicles for over 12 years now. It all started with the Sir John Greystone and the Keyhole of Time, which topped the bestseller list for over a year. Since then, it's been very demanding. And I've been writing 2 to 3 Sir John stories a year.
Terry's work was full of heart, feeling and emotion, but apart from that, it was really quite good. We got to talking. Terry explained to me an idea he had about writing a fantasy comedy about worms. I assumed this was a fantasy comedy about a cabbage patch. But Terry then explained to me that worms were dragons.
The word worm formerly referred to those beasts the dragon or great serpent.
Through the years, I've had my fair share of obsessive fans. People who know my books better than I do.
Take Sir John Greystone's quest for the Holy Toothpick of Time. He defeats the 5-headed Hydra with the flaming shears of Glaystig, given to him by the Fairy Queen Anwin for driving out the dreaded kobolds from her castle's ensuite bathroom. Now, if that's not a damning indictment of our participation in the Iraq War, I don't know what is.
There are some people out there who feel a need to fill certain gaps in their lives, possibly with religion, gambling, drinking, Star Trek. Others use my fictional history, full of knights, damsels in distress and worms.
The latest Sir John Greystone novel, available in all good bookshops, as all Terry Adams novels are, was greeted with critical acclaim, had pre-order sales of over 500,000 copies, a book tour was inevitable. Terry attracts a lot of fans, for want of a better word. We have to have a lot of security at our events because these fans can get somewhat fanatical.
Authors sometimes grow to resent the hardened fans they attract, wrongly labelling them as crazy or extremely sad individuals. I enjoy meeting my fans. I embrace them, taking on their suggestions to further enrich Sir John's world. But Donald Jacobs was different. He may have dressed in some strange armour which appeared to be made out of bits from his office, but he held himself. He held himself like a king. He looked ridiculous, but he commanded respect.
I've attended many Greystone conventions, or worm fests as they are known. I even hold a small reading circle in the shop where we dissect and discuss the many thematic issues raised by the Chronicles, so attending the Terry Adams signing was a must.
Donald Jacobs stormed straight into the signing, strode straight past the queue, and pushed some poor fan into a stack of my books.
The appearance of Donald Jacobs dressed up as Sir John didn't faze me. I myself have donned the armour 1 or 2 times in the past, but the physical violence was unexpected.
Donald Jacobs, in my mind, was one of these frightening, fanatical fans. He disrupted a signing, injured one of our loyal fans, and stole my makeup mirror. The man was clearly deranged.
At first, he couldn't look me in the eye. The woman who he was with, his secretary, explained that he couldn't look into the face of the creator. Now, normally, I only make my wife call me creator. But I generally think he thought I was some kind of god. Well, we communicated with the help of a little mirror my agent had, like Perseus versus Medusa. He told me of his plan to fulfill his honorific ability to Dinotitibus by killing the Dracon, the king of all worms.
Dracon is obviously derived from the Greek, a verb meaning to see.
I, at first, humoured him, blessed his quest, and gave him a copy of the new hardback for free. I never really appreciated how serious an undertaking it was for him. That was not until he knocked me unconscious and kidnapped me.
That did not go down well with the publishers, I can tell you. But it did make good source material for a semi-autobiographical novel.
Strangely, Donald Jacobs' family refused to talk to this programme. Instead, we received a letter from their solicitor. The letter clearly states that Donald Jacobs had suffered from what they refer to as a mental episode that tragically led to his death. Another figure absent from this programme is Gloria Musgrove, Donald Jacobs' secretary and follower during his worm hunter days. Did she believe he was mad? Or was there some greater purpose behind his crusades? Her silence keeps this fundamental question unanswered.
Mr. Jacobs would never harm anyone. He's such a good man. He was.
We'll take a short break from the speeches. Please help yourselves to food and drink. Thank you.
Is all that true?
I thought the Sun reported it much more concisely and with less emotional overtones.
I really must read the newspapers more often.
Do you live in a hole? Or are you a recluse raised by wolves?
My job keeps me pretty busy. At least it used to.
You were fired.
Christ, did they report that in the papers too?
No, you said, it's true, I've been fired on the phone earlier.
To Carl. Yes, he was worried I would forget his wedding anniversary.
Demanding friends?
No, demanding clients.
Okay, you've pricked my curiosity. What did you do?
I worked in a dating agency.
Is that it?
Well, yes and no. I don't like to blow my own trumpet.
I thought you had to have a rib removed to do that.
I'm sorry?
Please, blow your own trumpet. Toot away, Satchel Mouth.
I was the best. I held the company record. I never failed to find a client, a partner.
That is impressive. You never fail.
Nope. I used a mixture of my innate ability to read people and the domino effect.
You had me, then you lost me.
Most dating agencies ask you for all kinds of details. Likes, dislikes, hobbies, interests. They then enter this into a database and the program matches you up with another client with similar likes, dislikes and interests. The problem with this method is that it's essentially crap.
That is a problem.
A relationship isn't about both of you liking the same film.
The Seventh Seal.
The Apartment. Relationships thrive on conflict and compromise.
Clerks.
Fantastic film.
And the domino effect.
You have to believe that everyone is looking for someone, but they always somehow get lost along the way. All I do is help them to locate each other.
That makes about as much sense as a black and white tube map.
Demonstration. Do you have a pound coin?
This is going to cost me.
It will be worth it, trust me. Thank you. JJ in the corner pocket.
Just don't spend that all at once. JJ.
That set up. Must have been.
In a way, but not by me. Coincidence, causality, chance, destiny, fate, call it what you will. I am just a cog in a much larger machine.
Well, that's quite a skill you've got there.
The difficult thing is I have a problem letting go. You see, people never trust their own instincts, always continually questioning their own relationships, especially when things are going well.
I know how that feels. Everything's right, so something must be wrong. Time to throw in the relationship hand grenade.
And I'm there to pick up the pieces. I help them through the first couple of problems, and then end up becoming like a personal comfort blanket.
Open 24/7.
Every day of the year, even Christmas. And they've all stayed together. Each one has found their soulmate.
How many clients do you have?
Last count? 345.
Bloody hell. That can't leave much time for friends and family.
Not a lot, no.
Well, that's quite a life you've got yourself there, Callum.
What about you, Hannah? What's your life story?
I thought you had an innate ability to read people.
It's difficult. There's something... The only constant in life
is death.
Oh, that's a very cheery thought, Dave. Thanks. Now you've given up dentistry, you've an excellent future in birthday cards. You may be 30, but don't worry, you'll be dead soon.
Anna, please.
I need some work. I know, it doesn't even rhyme. What rhymes with dead?
Now is not the time for sarcasm.
No, Dave, now is the perfect time for sarcasm. I'm dry out of wit and smart quips. Sarcasm's all I've got left.
I know how you feel.
Do you? Do you? It's all too much for me.
You don't have to go back in there, Hannah. We could just go, now. The car's all packed up, we could just leave together. Start a new life.
Away from other people's petty minds and opinions. You and me. Together.
I have to get back in there, Dave. I don't want to draw unnecessary suspicion to myself.
But
Go! I'll meet you later. Pick me up from the bottom of my road tonight.
What time?
3.
3 o'clock it is.
Can see just what it takes. Yeah, baby, you can. You can see what this will take and what it won't. Can't see what it takes. You can see, you can see, you can see what it takes. You can see, and you can see.
The fast go to departing from Bay 12 and Bay 12.
You can see what it takes. You can see, and you can see, and you can see what it takes.
What did you say?
That you're difficult to read. It happens sometimes, it's not your fault. Because there's a lot of people here, it makes it very hard for me to concentrate.
Right. I could do with a refill.
Not a problem.
I think the hot drinks are in the kitchen.
Kitchen.
Coffee.
Coffee, kitchen. Right.
You look pale. Have you been eating since the incident?
Mads, it is okay to say the word death. I am aware that my father has slipped off his mortal coil, and that he won't be returning anytime soon. Unless young Callum here is the second coming.
You're so brave, Marcus. I haven't seen you cry, though. It's okay to cry. You're just like your father. Just like Donald.
What's that, Callum? Sorry, you wanted a quick word in private.
No, I just need 2 coffees.
Aunt Mads, my dearest oldest friend Callum here is in urgent need of my counsel, so if you would. Yes, Aunt Mads, I think I saw JJ heading towards the bathroom. She looked very upset. I think she needs you. Thank you. want to make those coffees Irish? Suit yourself. Glad I could help you with that little problem, Callum. Calm down, woman. No, this isn't Callum. Well, if you must know, he's at my father's funeral. Greenacres Hall, Maple Road. No, thank you, crazy bitch. Hello, Callum's secretary.
Question. Why are we in here?
Ambience. There's somebody looking for me in the hall.
And you don't want to be found.
Just freshening up. Want to look my best.
I lied to you earlier on about not being able to read you. Do you want to hear it? There was this girl I knew when I was growing up. Used to live next door to me. Jane. The ultimate girl next door. She always used to keep her hair cut really short and insisted on wearing this faded Mickey Mouse t-shirt all the time. She could climb a tree in seconds. Had the best bat swing. Could hit a ball for miles. God, I was in love with her. She was everything I wanted to be, you know, confident, funny, warm. And yet at the same time, there was this vulnerability. Like she was just acting a part and had to keep trying to remember what her next line was. We used to play down by this river and it had a concrete aqueduct. You could get some speed up flying down it on your bike. We weren't supposed to be there, of course, it was dangerous, off limits, but that just made it all the more exciting. We used to race each other all day, seeing who could do the most stupid thing. Risk death just for a laugh. One day, Jane dared me to ride down the wall without my hands on the handlebars. I did it. I would have done anything for her. Anything. I got to the bottom and I must have hit something in the water, a piece of wood or something, I don't know. Flipped me right over. I crashed into the concrete. Broke my arm. Cried out for Jane to come and help me, but she was already riding away. She thought it was all her fault, you see. I'll never forget. She stopped and looked back. God, the expression on her face. Such... that guilt. It's the same expression that you had on earlier.
Hannah, are you in there?
Who's that?
It's my past coming back to haunt me.
No, Maple Road. Yes, it's just off the high street. Down on the left-hand side, about 10 minutes down from Tesco. Hang on. No, I've got a call waiting, hang on. Yes, James? Yeah. Take the next left, and that should bring you out onto the high street.
Truth is, I never worked for Glazer and Gondry.
I know.
I wouldn't know how to design a piece of paper.
Well, I'm bloody well not doing it. I did the last one.
You lying bitch. Which last one?
Mr. Carruthers, the guy that swallowed his own tongue.
That was over a month ago. There's been a couple since then.
Not on my shift.
I hate this bit, having to tell the family that despite the hospital's best efforts and your best lies, telling them that everything's going to be fine and that they'll pull through, they didn't. I'll do it.
Here again, this time I'm gonna make it easier. I'm only learning now how to. Oh, the light will come back again. Oh, the light will come back again. Oh, the light will come back again. In time, in time.
Now then, Hannah, you have been doing as I've asked, brushing and flossing after every meal?
Yes. You've even got me brushing after every snack.
Well then, I don't understand. There's a good 3 months worth of work in there.
Oh, for fuck's sake, another. Look, can't you at least give me something to knock me out? My body's building up an immunity to the gas.
I don't have anything stronger than gas.
Nothing.
I do have some Sandman pills. I use them on Mr. Gardner. He's built like an elephant and has the teeth to match. It takes an entire canister of gas to make him even slightly drowsy. I got hold of some Sandman pills because they're more cost-effective, very strong and very illegal.
Well, illegal? Why?
They're extremely strong muscle relaxants, slow the heart to about 4 beats a minute, almost like a sudden hibernation or a coma. You won't feel a thing once you've taken one and won't wake up for 6 hours.
That sounds interesting.
No, sounds like a prison sentence. Plus, I'll never be able to practice dentistry again.
Ooh, so there is a bright side after all.
Gas will be fine for now.
I know this sounds morbid as a mortician, but... oh, I don't know. The family room duties are interesting, but I want to experience death firsthand somehow. I'm growing tired of the second-hand smoke.
I think you're getting a little obsessed, Hannah. I'm getting worried.
Don't worry about me, worry about my teeth.
I do. Every day.
You haven't been there, Dave. Is it in the same room as these people? Death is life with all the crap removed. It's like when you find a penny in the mud and you're surprised at how shiny it is when you scrape all the dirt off. It's that moment. The moment that they realise how fragile life is. It's a moment that they'll remember until the day they die and pass that moment on to someone else. I want my moment.
by Paul Terry. And just a message now from our sponsors. Mega Bingo. Apparently today's Tuesday jackpot is up to £1,000. So ladies, get yourselves down to Mega Bingo this Tuesday and win £1,000.
Say,
I was wondering if you could help me with something.
What about your teeth?
This is more important.
More important than your teeth?
Dave, forget you're a dentist for 2 seconds. Thank you. The only constant in life is death, right? Well, the only constant in my Gran's life is bingo, every Tuesday. She's never missed a game, not in 60 years. They say she gave birth to my dad after shouting bingo. Now she's 85, Dad has to drive her down to the bingo hall, so she'll be at home on Tuesday waiting for my dad to pick her up. And here's the plan. Every day at 12, Gran has a cup of tea. All we need to do is put the Sandman pill in the kettle and leave the rest up to routine.
Ready?
Let's get this over with.
You faked your own Gran's death.
That was the plan. This woman who hasn't changed her schedule in over 60 years, this 85-year-old woman, starts taking an early yoga class on Tuesdays instead of bingo.
So what did you do?
I, of course, took it in my stride and handled it with decorum and perspective.
It's not the end of the world.
Yes, it is the end of the world, because
No,
I don't know what am I going to do now.
It's silly. Hannah, please, calm down. We'll just come back tomorrow.
But she doesn't play bingo on a Wednesday, Dave. Only on a Tuesday. Today. But not anymore, because she's not fucking here!
I'm sure there's another way.
Oh yeah, why don't I just kill you now and see how that makes me feel? Fuck! Just what meaning?
I love you. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
It's not enough.
So you ran away, escaped your life and hid out at the wake of a man who swapped his pen for a sword. Or rather a lamp.
Not quite. That night, the night of the whole grand death bingo fuck up, I got a phone call. Hello?
Hello, it's Kevin.
Kevin, I don't want another appointment. Tell Dave I won't be coming in again. I'll find another dentist.
No, it's not that. I'm afraid I got some terrible news.
Kevin, I'll be fine. Go back inside.
I can't.
You're dead.
I hope not.
But I'm at your funeral. This is your funeral. Oh, Dave, what have you done?
I did it all for you, Hannah.
Well, you killed someone for me.
What? No. It was amazingly easy, really. I have a stack of old teeth in my practice. All I had to do was make up a set of dentures with the old teeth, take some x-rays, and put the new set into my records. Then I drove down to that farmhouse by the Twisted Oak, placed the dentures with some old clothes into my car, doused it with petrol, and then let the fire do the rest. By the time the police found the burnt-out wreckage, the only way they could positively ID the suspected victim was by the teeth, which led them to...
You.
me. Ironic, isn't it?
Yes, I've heard. Why, Dave?
So you could have your moment, Hannah. So you could finally move on from this obsession you have with death and start living your life. A life with me.
But
I managed to buy a new car, cash in hand. It's not much, but it'll do for now. We can start a new life. You can stop believing that the only constant in life is death. Hannah! Hannah, please come out! Please!
So the man out there...
My dentist.
Right.
Problem was,
No moment.
the night
Hannah?
Kevin told me Dave was dead, when I should have been mourning for him, seeing the beauty of life through death, all I felt, all I feel is alone.
Hannah, are you in there?
My life is ruled by this little black book. This and my...
Hannah, please, come out!
Where is it? Where... My mobile phone, where...
It fell on the floor, I put it on the table, didn't see it.
Yes, love. Well, if I was you, I would dump him. Yes. If anyone refused to go down on me, I'd be heading out the door quicker than you can say fellatio.
Are you Marcus?
You must be James.
Where's Callum?
He's in the ladies' toilets. Don't ask me why.
Callum?
James?
James, is that you? Callum, I'm really worried Anna's not going to go for your plan.
She is the best thing that ever happened to me.
How did you find me? Well, Marcus told me where you were.
Marcus? Oh, great.
If the mountain won't come to Mohammed.
Hannah!
Callum!
I need to talk to you,
Callum,
Hannah!
it's really important.
Callum, it's Liz. I just got the wedding invites back from the printers and they just don't look right. And I needed to help me pick out a color scheme for the wedding. Is peach too peachy?
Callum, it's Pete. It's Katie's birthday tomorrow and I need you to book somewhere nice and buy her something thoughtful, but not too expensive. It's been a tight month.
Callum, I can't. Callum, I can't remember the exact text that I sent Anna. Is that important?
Hannah, but are you
Callum,
there?
your wife's
How
not
about
mine.
cream?
She's the best thing that happened to me.
But not jewelry.
Maybe lilac?
The necklace you bought her for last Valentine's.
Callum,
it hasn't seen the light of day since.
What exactly?
Do you know how belated this is? I've been meaning to send this for 11 years.
Not for one of your clients.
No. For me.
Who's it to?
No idea how to
If I can have your attention. Excuse me. Can you all shut up? Thank you. Bloody hell. Is this a wake or a football match? Who's responsible for all this chaos? I see. Well, if you could all just give me a few moments of your time, I'd like to make my speech in memory of the dearly departed, a man you people seem to have forgotten all too hastily. Then I'll let you get back to terrorizing these two. Thank you. Now, for those poor souls who don't know me, my name is Terry Adams, writer, director, theatre producer, and one-time actor for the Warmley-on-Sea Amateur Dramatic Society. But the first thing I'd like to point out is that Donald Jacobs didn't kidnap me. I followed him for the last few days of his life and recorded his heroic deeds and wise words. His madness, if you can call it that, was more of a filter, a way for him to see the world for what it is, rather than what we all expect it to be. When most people have a midlife crisis, they buy an expensive car or a pointless piece of electronics. Donald Jacobs changed his entire life. For his own private reasons, when he looked back at the sum of his life, he saw that it didn't quite add up. When he looked around him, he saw that he wasn't the only person suffering this poor grasp of mathematics. He was a knight of the highest order. He earned his honorific abilit Udinatitipus. He called himself Sir John Greystone, and he sought the Draken, the king of all worms, the beast he saw at the root of all the world's problems. Trouble was, he saw the Draken everywhere, and eventually lost his fight with the beast on that fateful cold October night when he mistook it for a number 47 bus. His steed, Fable, a mighty office chair, helped his wounded master across the Millennium Bridge, where Donald had to abandon her after she lost a wheel. Then, on the banks of the River Thames, Donald laid down for the final time and whispered his last mortal words to his loyal companion and love, Miss Musgrove.
Cold, where are you? You were my blanket. Cold, but I can feel you inside my heart. You used to hold me all through the night, and memory of your warmth comforts me. It's my strongest memory.
I haven't told anyone his final words. Not the press, who offered me sizable amounts of money, not the police, who had so many questions after his death, not even his family. But I knew he would have wanted me to wait. Wait until the right moment.
I
name is and always has been Donald Jacobs.
You see my love, river, take you everywhere we went.
Sir John Greystone is dead. In our hearts and memories, long live Donald Jacobs.
Haven't we been here before?
Feels like a lifetime ago.
Callum, meet Matthew, my new Rubik's Cube.
Pleased to meet you. Likewise. We'd better be going.
Sure. We're heading for a drink if you fancy one.
Oh, no thanks. I'm sure you two don't need a third wheel slowing you down. Oh. Take them. I never was much of a smoker.
No thanks, I'm trying to give up. Catch you later, Callum.
You still owe me £1.
I've been meaning to ask you something.
Ask away.
If you're not a designer for Glazer and Gondry, how did you end up at this wake?
Hi, can I help you? I'm here to see Mr. Jacobs. I'm from the Queen Victoria Hospital. I'm afraid the tests were very conclusive. The cancer has spread into your bloodstream. Chemotherapy is an option, and the treatment could extend your life by several months, although your quality of life would be affected.
And how long without treatment?
Well, it's hard to say. Any number of factors can affect
Truth.
Truth? You have a few weeks. A couple of months at a push. I'm so sorry.
Tally ho!
Yes, Mr. Jacobs?
Cancel all my meetings today.
Yes, Mr. Jacobs.
Tally-ho!
So Donald Jacobs died of cancer?
No. Donald Jacobs died of a bus-related incident. He had cancer.
Christ. And do the family know?
I don't think so. Where are all your clients?
Waiting at the cafe up the road. I have a lot of advice to dispense.
I have to go.
You're going back?
I have a resurrection to help plan. I don't think I could live with myself if Dave had to spend the rest of his life dead. Well, thanks, Callum.
Hannah!
Who's the lucky girl?
An old friend.
Broke your heart?
My arm, actually.
This is yours.
Thanks, Marcus, but you keep it. I've been fired.
Hello? No, I don't think Callum will be available for the foreseeable future. Can I help? He didn't. Well, if I was you, love, I'd chop it off. Do you both a favour.
And from that experience, what do you think you're now doing in the future?
I'd like to try my hand at poetry. I'd like to write a book of sonnets. I love Shakespeare. Shakespeare for me is one of the other great influences in my life. And I think there is a sort of great yearning out there for a modern day bard. And I'm prepared to take up the mantle.
So you see yourself as not only a storyteller for a generation, but maybe for all time?
I think all time is... I like to think of myself as being a storyteller for all time. Only time will tell.
What do you think of my life in a box? Does it add up to the person you know who likes to keep you laughing, who likes to keep you laughing?
I'd like to share with you today my experience of Donald Jacobs, and I would like to do that through the medium of dance, with my piece, Les Donald.
Don't save it for another day. Don't save it for another day.
But I can't wait for him to come around and play. I miss you when you're gone, please stay. Make me wait too long, please stay. Baby, I'll miss you when you're gone, please stay. Baby,
People have often said
wait
that
too long, please stay.
peace has moved them to tears.
What do you feel instead?
Mwah.